What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. Guys, I heard something over the weekend that really made me think deeply. So I thought I'd share it with everybody this morning, maybe, and hopefully this stimulates some deep thought in you as you go throughout the week this week. So what I heard over the weekend was I heard somebody say, the skills that we have today will be obsolete 5 years from now. I'm going to say that one more time in case anybody missed it. The skills we have today will be obsolete 5 years from now. So what I automatically start thinking about when I heard that was technology and just how fast things are changing. But not even just technology, just how fast the world around us is changing. I think back 5 years ago to the end of 2014 and think about how far we've come in that short period of time. We had smartphones 5 years ago, but we weren't using them for nearly as much as we're using them today. You can stream video anywhere in the world. You can play a video game against anybody anywhere in the world at any time. It's unbelievable. Think about the cars that we're fixing, the different types of metals that are in cars today that we weren't worried about 5 years ago. We weren't scanning cars 5 years ago, let alone calibrating them. Think about all the electronic systems that and technology that are inside these cars that we're fixing today. We didn't have 4-stage paints 5 years ago. So things around us continue to change. A lot of people say technology continues to accelerate, so the rate of change is getting faster and faster. And so when you think about all that, certainly we've had to learn new skills. And projecting that out 5 years ago, I start thinking about what are the things that we're going to be dealing with 5 years from now that aren't on our radar today? What are the skills we're going to need 5 years from now in order to paint these vehicles, in order to restore these vehicles back to pre-loss condition? And all of that, when I think about how fast things are changing around us, all of that leads me back over and over again to this thought, and this is what I want everybody to really connect with today. I submit to you today that the single most critical skill for any of us to be developing in order to stay relevant in today's world is the skill of learning. If you are not learning constantly, if you are not constantly reinventing yourself, then you are getting left behind. It is absolutely critical, if you are going to stay relevant in this industry and in this world, that you continue to develop new skills, because what works today isn't going to work 5 years from now. And if you are not learning, you are in danger of getting left behind. I also want to give kudos to every single person in our organization that has made the commitment to learning, and we got a lot of them. You got Chad up at Aureus, who has completely reinvented himself over the last 2 years. You got Leo and Danny, who you heard me talk about last week. We got all kinds of people that have been taking iCar classes. We've had a big focus on it the last few months, but that's something we've been doing for a long time. For everybody that has made that commitment to learning, ongoing learning, never stop learning, kudos to you, because you are staying relevant. And if there's anybody in the organization that has spurned learning, maybe because it makes you feel uncomfortable, maybe because you think you don't have time for that, maybe because you think you know what you need to know, then my caution to you is to really look inside yourself and think deeply and think about where you're going to be 5 years from now, and more importantly, what are you going to be doing 5 years from now, and whether or not the skills that you possess today are going to carry you through and still be valuable to you 5 years from now. So thank everybody, thank you all for the commitment that you've made to our core value of never stop learning. Because not just at work, but in every aspect of your life, that is the single most critical skill for you to continue to develop, is the ability to learn new skills. All right, enough of that. What do we got to focus on this week? We're at the end of October. We got Thanksgiving on Thursday. Ooh, spooky. And on Friday, we're into a brand new month into November. It's been a good October. We had another good week last week. We got to have another strong week this week, so we finished the month strong. I want to pay bonuses out to everybody in the company next week. It's my favorite thing to do. November is going to be a tougher month. We've got fewer business days in November. We had a long month in October, 23 business days. We've got 20 business days in November. So it's critical that we are going to have to produce and execute at a very high level every single day in November. And of course, we got the holiday at the end of the month, which always makes things a little bit tough. So in order for us to do that, this week, we got to focus on converting opportunities into repair orders. The last 2 weeks, guys, our work in process has dropped, and we're going into this week with only 850 hours in process. Now, that's enough work for us to have a good week this week. But if we don't restock the cupboards, if we don't fill the schedule, then we are in danger of running low as we go into November. So this week, I need every single person in the company to focus on converting repair orders or converting opportunities into repair orders. We need to fill the schedule. We need to get cars in process, get cars on site, take keys out of people's hands. We need to restock the cupboards so that we can execute at a high level, produce at a very high level all month long in November, so that we can have a good month in November and we can finish the year strong with a good fourth quarter. Okay, if we have a bad week the first week in November, it's going to set us behind. It's going to be a hole that's going to be very, very hard to dig out of. So this week, we need to focus in on filling the schedule, converting those opportunities into repair orders. I know you can do it. All right, everybody, that's enough from me. Have an awesome Monday. Have an awesome week. Thank you all for what you do. Thank you all for your commitment to never stop learning. I'll talk to everybody very soon. Let's go kick some ass.